Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So just kidding, I definitely thought that I was going to be able to record, edit, and upload a video like at least once a week while doing both school and work, and that just was not gonna happen. However, I did just graduate my aesthetics program. I haven't taken my test or anything, so I'm not licensed yet, but I did graduate like literally like 2 days ago, and I definitely ugly cried like leaving. I thought I was gonna I bitched about it, honestly. Like I bitched about school for a little bit there. I was like ready to be done, and then when the day was there, I was not ready to leave. So it's weird. Anyways, also it kind of seems like a thing where now every time I come back from a small little hiatus, if you will, I've got new hair. So hello purple hair. I've had it for a couple of weeks now, so if you guys follow me on Instagram or Snapchat, you've probably already seen it, but I really love it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. This is like, I literally just washed it for like the 3rd time last night, and it's always such a dramatic thing because it's like my, you know, obviously I'm like bleeding purple, and I'm almost sure every single time I'm like, it's gone, I'm blonde again, this purple is gone. Like my shower is like a nice tint of like lavender. But yeah, I really like it. It's my first time doing like a full head of just like a really fun color, and I think I'm gonna stick with it for a little while. I don't know, like now I just want to like, I just can't foresee myself having like a normal hair color ever again now. So anyways, it's been fun, but today's video is going to be all about the new Fenty by Rihanna. It just launched at Sephora. It is exclusively at Sephora. I have a foundation, a matchstick, and then the Killawatt highlighter duo to show you guys today. I do only put on the foundation and the matchstick though, because the stick is more of like a highlight, as you will see in the video. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy this video. If you guys want to see how the new Fenty by Rihanna foundation looks on me, then you're in the right place. Just keep watching and let's get started. I have a couple products here that I'm going to be putting on from the Fenty line. First, I have the foundation, which comes in a frosted glass bottle with a nice little white cap, super sleek, and it also has a nice pump. It does say make sure to shake it well on the back, and then the colors on the bottom. I do have shade 110. And then next I have the Fenty stick, one of their match sticks, which the box looks like this right here, just nice little pale pink package. And I've only watched like one video on Fenty, and it was Tati's video testing a lot of her products. I did hear her say that the like color of course reminded her of the KKW Beauty, which, like, let's be real, like Rihanna was like developing this way before Kim Kardashian came out with her line. So who did it first? Probably Rihanna. Also, the shade that I picked up from the little stick is Confetti, which is like a highlighting stick, so we'll get to see how that works. And then I also have one of her duo highlighters. This one is in Hustler Baby and Mean Money. It's one of her Killawatt powders, which this is what it looks like. It's a little dark for me, but we're gonna make it work. So I'm going to take my glasses off. Hopefully this stays like in focus. I apologize if it doesn't, but I am blind. So it is important depending on like your skin type. I have combo to oily skin, so I get pretty shiny like through the T-zone, mainly really right through here, like on my nose. And even with having that oil right there, it's still super important to make sure to prep correctly using like a hydrating primer. And then if you really need to use a mattifying primer, which I will, I'm only going to apply it exactly where I need it. Because this foundation goes from a liquid to a powder, this bad boy is going to suck up anything that is like on your face. So just making sure to prep right. I do believe that as long as you are prepping correctly and making sure your skin is just super hydrated and ready for the foundation, I feel like it could work for all skin types. So the first primer I'm going to be using is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer, because it's a moisturizer and a primer in one. I've used this, I've worn the foundation about 3 times now, and when I use this I noticed that I like it a lot more. So I have tried the foundation with and without a mattifying primer, and I actually do really like it with the mattifying. It didn't do terrible just using hydrating primers, but I still got shiny, so I really wanted to try and see if I could balance them both to make sure that I still, you know, kept everything looking really smooth and flawless, but I could also keep that shine down a little bit. So next I'm going to use the Becca Evermatte Perfecting Poreless Priming you know. And I'm just gonna put that on my nose, a little bit on my forehead, and then on my chin. And also, you don't have to go to like this extreme to use like 3 separate primers. I know these are all like high-end products. It's kind of just how you, like, you know your skin, so you'll kind of know like what you need to use. But next, my skin does feel like a little dehydrated today, so I'm gonna use the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1. It's the coconut priming water spray, so it just feels really refreshing, and I really like the finish of the foundation when I put this on. I'm not gonna let that dry too much. I'm actually gonna go straight into applying the foundation, and I generally do about like 1.5 pumps. It's like medium to like buildable full coverage, and I have found my favorite way of application is a sponge. So I'm gonna use my beauty blender today to apply it. And this foundation does set pretty quick, so it's gonna go from that liquid to a powder pretty fast once you apply it, so just make sure that you're working pretty quick with it. I will say though, right now it is not looking the greatest around my nose, so I'm gonna try to go in with my finger to try and correct. Like, the rest of my face looks okay, but it's like literally right here around my nose. I'm gonna try to zoom you guys in to see if you can see it. There we go. Do you guys see, like, right there in the corners of my nose? It like repeatedly will not stick to like this area. I don't even know. Definitely don't think I'm gonna try to add any more to it. I'm just gonna have to like let it be. I'm gonna add some concealer under my eyes. I did go ahead and add a little bit of my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer to my nose, which definitely helped, but I just wish the foundation would not act so weird right there. I'm gonna go ahead and try to add some of the stick. So this one is in Confetti, which is one of like the highlighting sticks. It's kind of like, it looks a lot, it reminds me of like Unicorn Tears, like gloss and like lipstick from Too Faced. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's just like a super pretty like purpley pink iridescent highlight. So I'm going to add this to the top of my cheeks before I try to set my face. I'm just gonna do it in like a little C shape right there. And I did find that I liked, it's a little, you definitely have to work with these, I feel like, and it's a little easier to blend them out, especially on top of this foundation specifically, like just using your fingers. So I feel like the warmth kind of helps melt them into the skin. Not to mention like this highlight with this purple hair though, match made in heaven. The stick, it really, I mean, it feels a little dry. Like, I mean, obviously it's going on fine, but I can't tell if it's like the stick or maybe it's just like that I'm putting it on top of this foundation. I don't know, it just feels a little dry. Oh, not cute. So the stick definitely just removed quite a bit of the foundation, literally right here on my cheek. Let me see. Hopefully you guys can see that, but like it's literally just like, it's like literally just gone. Perfect. It didn't do that. Well, it did it in like some spots, like very small, but like that was like a big chunk of foundation. I feel like that's all I'm gonna do because I can't anymore. I don't want to risk it. I'm kind of bummed because I feel like the last couple of days when I've worn this, it looked really good, but I wasn't under like 3 really bright studio lights to really inspect it. And now I'm not loving it, which makes me sad because I love Rihanna. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup really quick off camera, and then we'll come back and I can at least swatch these guys so you can see how they look, or I might try to put some somewhere on my face, we'll see, but I will be right back. So I forgot to show you guys the time, but it was about 3:25, 3:30 when I stopped, like when I finished my face makeup, and it is now, what time is it? 3:47, if you guys can see that. So I know it's also like 3 in the afternoon, like why am I putting makeup on so late? But I figured I would give you guys like a little bit of a timestamp, so that way I'll give you guys like an update later this evening to show you guys like what it looks like. But right now, I don't mind it like after I got everything on. Just also keep in mind like the cameras and the lights and stuff definitely make it look a lot better, which it doesn't look like it's not the worst foundation I've ever put on my face, don't get me wrong, but it's also just like not the best. Like I feel like it just takes some learning and different techniques. Like I'm definitely gonna have to try it out just a little bit more. I'm not ready to give like up on it. I definitely want to see if I can make it work, but like just this area around my nose, like it's not okay. Also, like the stick taking off a really good chunk of foundation, which like I don't think you're gonna be able to see from like afar, but you can like up close. Like if you're, I don't know, I'm probably just being too over analytical, but just being honest and upfront. So yeah, I'm going to go about my day and I will check up with you guys a little bit later. Hey guys, so sorry for the really terrible lighting. I did not feel like setting up my studio lights, and I kind of almost forgot to end this thing because I forgot that I was going to do an update, but it's like 9, yeah, it's like 9 o'clock, which means like the foundation's really only been on for like 5.5 hours. I've actually worn this foundation like the last 3, this would be like the 4th day, but every other day that I've worn it for almost like 12 hours each day, so not like the longest I've worn it, but it does look a little bit better, I will say. Like I feel like it just looks like it's melted into the skin a little bit more, just like with my natural like oils on my face. However, it does still look like, and I noticed this too, like the other days that I was wearing it, it just gets like build up like right there, like in the crease of my nose. Like just the nose is like a problem for me. Like it's never good. So yeah, overall I think I'm still gonna try and figure out like just either some better primers or just try to really moisturize a lot more. Maybe I'll try a brush with it next time. I haven't really used a brush like on the nose area, so maybe around the nose, I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep you guys updated, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.